Hey guys, what's up? GoldGlove here, and we are playing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, little game of domination on Afghan. And we're not going to be talking about the gameplay today because this is another life lessons episode. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about, I guess divorce, kind of what I went through when I was younger, and kind of just how I felt about it when my parents were divorced when I was a pretty young age. So I know the majority of people, sadly, their parents are divorced these days, and it's really not something that is very good to set an example for your future children. When 80% of the people who get married get divorced. I mean, I'm not gonna throw like real stats out there, but I swear that's how it is. So when I was in about 5th grade, 6th grade, I don't know, how old was I then? Probably 12, 13, I don't know, somewhere in there. My parents, they had already had previous issues in their life, and even though I was young, I could tell that there was stuff going on. And then they couldn't work it out anymore, and they just decided to split. And my mom ended up moving me and my sister away from my family, and that wasn't from my old school and from the rest of my family and stuff. But so I had changed schools, I think 3 different times in 4 years. I had changed places, schools, so I had to make new friends a lot, and so that wasn't cool. And I know a lot of kids go through that. I know a lot of kids are having go through the exact same thing where their mom and their dad will split. They'll go with one of the parents, and the parents will move them away. More so for the fact that the parents don't want to be near each other. They don't want to be in the same city, and the parents sometimes just don't think about how that affects the kids. And fortunately for me, it happened at kind of a younger age, and it didn't happen when I was in high school or something. So I was once I hit high school, I was established, and my mom was set, and I didn't have to change schools all through high school, so that was good. I would rather do that than change schools through high school, So I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to kind of feel like it was my fault as well. I think it's kind of a stereotype for when parents divorce is like, okay, it's the kid's fault. I remember feeling like it was my fault when I was younger. It's just how you feel. And so I don't know how old a lot of my subscribers are, but I'm sure a lot of you have gone through the divorce of your parents, and it's never a good thing. And you just got to remember there's a lot of people in the same boat as you, and it might seem like it's terrible at first, but I promise you it does get better. And you got to look on the bright side. You get 2 Christmases basically. No, that's pretty bad to say, but after a while, at first I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, this is my mom and my dad, and we're living in 2 separate places. This isn't right. Like, this isn't how the world is supposed to be. And after a while, you just get used to it, and things just happen. Life goes on. It's very unfortunate, it really is, but you guys will definitely get through it, and you don't have to worry about it. But let me know in the comments below kind of what the experiences you guys have had in that situation, because and tell me if you've never had that experience, because I feel like the minority is our parents who stay together. I think the majority of people get divorced these days, which is just terrible. I don't think that's right. It's not right at all. So definitely let me know kind of how what your parents did, and maybe if you are married or you've gone through a divorce, because I know I have some older subscribers as well. Maybe you don't have any kids, but maybe you've gone through a divorce. I'd like to know kind of about that situation. I'm getting older. I'm pretty serious with my girlfriend, and I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I'm definitely not gonna ask her to marry me anytime in the next couple years. But anything can happen, and I think it's kind of good to hear about these situations and kind of hear about you know, about different things and about different people's experiences with them. So yeah, be sure to let me know, because I really want to know, you know, what you guys think about it and what you guys have experienced. But obviously, don't go outside your comfort zone. If you don't want to tell me something, then, you know, definitely don't leave a comment about it. Just leave it, or keep it to yourself. Right here, I thought I was gonna get a nice little kill feed as I carry my team. But anyway, enough about the gameplay. What I was gonna, well, a little bit more about kind of what happened. As my parents divorced, and I ended up moving to a larger city. We lived kind of in the country, and then I moved into one of the biggest cities in my state, which was a huge change because I've gone, you know, I went from living in a small town to being in this huge city with tons of people, tons of different kids, you know, just different types of people, and it was a crazy change at first, you know. And I was kind of intimidated because these kids were angry. These kids were mean. These are not nice kids. But luckily I had a friend who lived in the previous town with me, and his mom kind of did the same thing. His mom and his dad divorced, and then she moved him to the exact same city as me. So we ended up going to the same school, and he was like the biggest kid ever. I swear. I think he's 6'6" now, 6'7". I don't know. He's a monster. And he was always my best friend. We were the dynamic duo through middle school and up until like freshman year, and then I moved for high school. But I mean, he was basically my bodyguard. If anybody messed with me, he was right there, and nobody fucked with him because he was like the biggest kid you would ever see at that age. But you know, so that, you know, I got lucky. That really helped my situation out, and it really made it easier to cope because I had one of my good friends to you know, hang out with, and he had moved before me, so he kind of knew some people, and then I met his friends, and then from there it was okay. But I do understand what it's like to transition, especially from being in a family where you have two parents, and then, you know, maybe you only have one, or because I know now my dad's really not in my life very much. Like, him and I just don't agree on a lot, and we just don't get along very well. And it's he lives probably 45-50 minutes away from me, and I have a girlfriend here, I have my friends here, I have pretty much everything here, and so I don't really enjoy driving to his house 50 minutes away and staying a weekend or something. It's just, there's really nothing to do. Him and I really don't get along. It's really not beneficial to pretty much anyone. You know, when we don't see each other for a while, we're fine, I guess, but when we're around each other a lot, we just kind of irritate each other. So I don't really see my dad all too much, and I've got a really good life lesson for you guys, and I'm gonna really tell you guys something about me that I really don't tell that many people about. And it has to do with my dad. Well, sorta, but it's really something I don't tell people. But you know, next episode we'll definitely get into that. And I do apologize that these things are so spaced out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and I think we got a little bit more to go. Yeah, got a couple minutes. But you know, like, again, just let me know what your guys' experiences are. If you guys want me to go kind of deeper into it, let me know. I can definitely do that. And there's just things that, you know, people don't want to go through, and I feel like, you know, the divorce of your parents is definitely one of them, or just divorce in general. It's like you marry someone. Like, I feel like it's this way. If you're gonna marry someone, you obviously love them. You're not gonna marry someone you don't love unless you're, you know, unless you got a sugar mama, or you're, you know, if your girlfriend is just rich out of her mind, you're like, oh, this girl will take care of me. Or, you know, vice versa. Or, you know, you got a chick that just is a gold digger. I mean, either way, you know, when you marry someone, you usually love them, and you usually want to be with them. And it's really unfortunate that so many people these days just think that divorce is the okay way to go. And I guess I'm more traditional, because I feel like if you're going to marry someone, then you should commit to them the rest of your life. And especially if you have children, I think even for the children's sake, I know maybe, you know, you shouldn't be with someone just because you want your children to be okay. But if you care about your children that much, you will stick through it, and you will be able to do it. I don't know. That's just kind of my opinion on that. But I'm not really sure. Excuse me. I'm not really sure how it works without children. So you know, if I have some gentlemen that watch my videos, or some ladies that watch my videos who are divorced or have been going through that, or have some type of experience, please let me know. I'd love to read up on it and kind of talk to you guys about it. So if there's any more next week, actually tomorrow morning I'm going to be leaving. I will be gone until Thursday, so I will be I'll talk to you guys soon, and be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about next time, and I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy.